Hey everyone, welcome to Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, for my Material Matters segment. Your weekly keys to success in business, education, and finance. Hope everybody's been doing well, taking care of themselves in these still uncertain times. And because today is the last day of Super Tarot Love Month, we are going to do an Affirmators Love and Relationships card pull for everybody today. Hope everybody's been enjoying our specials and on with back to normal, I guess, whatever that is. All right, let me cut them. All right. Oh, hey, we've got a bonus card today, as they call them. Oh, I pulled two cards. How did I do that? Well, you know what? We're going to do them both. So we have one that's called Warmth, as I try to get it in camera view. And it's, I focus on warmth and let it guide all my interactions. No matter how others behave, I choose to respond warmly. With warmth, I can melt an icy exterior. I can soften any hard feelings. I can microwave any pizza. Today, I adopt the saying, kill 'em with kindness, and turn myself into a warm and loving serial killer. No, don't do that. But what's really cool about that is I can see that, maybe sometimes even in the business world, it's nice to be kind and be warm to people in our approach to our business and financial affairs. Okay, so the bonus card that I thought I was picking alone is Perspective. What does a hawk see when it flies over your house, besides the family of mice living nearby that you don't know about? What will your current problems, conflicts, complaints look like when you're 80 years old and you gaze back on the timeline of your life? In this moment, you are being given the gift of clear perspective, of knowing that in the end, everything is going to be probably much better than okay. Think large enough and even big issues become small. Become an 80-year-old hawk and you're really on to something. Wow, I like these cards today. They're very apropos for the business world as well. Perspective is certainly important. So, we'll be doing the elemental signs of the Zodiac. And this is from February 28th through March 6th. This reading is good for all signs. We have the moon in Virgo on Sunday, and it's going all the way to next Saturday through the signs, and it will end up in Sagittarius, Capricorn later that evening, Saturday evening. And one other astrological thing of note is that Mars enters Gemini on Wednesday, March 3rd. I kind of like the sounds of that. Okay, so we're doing the elemental signs of the Zodiac, as I said, and we're starting with our friends, the air signs. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's see what the winds are blowing in for the old air signs. All right. Okay. Well, your focus for the week ahead is the Queen of Cups reversed. So maybe the focus is on how to get your emotion in check, how to maintain some stability and balance emotionally as you deal with, whatever the workplace brings you in the week ahead, whatever the financial world brings. Let's not get carried away, and let's try to keep an even keel. I think that's going to be important, particularly this week for you air signs. So how best you can prepare for that focus? You know, got the Six of Wands here upright. And I think with the Six of Wands upright, we have to not so much focus on victory, but maybe how to get there, maybe how you're going to get there. And you're not going to get there with your emotions all out of sort like that, are you? So, so hold on, we have a cat attack. My producer has removed the cat. Sorry, Sonny. Whoops. Little clapping noise by our producer. No cats were harmed in the removal of the cats from my set. So anyway. Au contraire. So anyway, back to the reading for the air signs. I would say that, maybe to not focus on, that end result, but focus on the process. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, because maybe that's why your emotions are out of sorts here. You're trying to do things too quickly. You're expecting immediate results. And I know this is the information age where everything happens like that, but some things still don't. And so be patient and, try to settle, calm down. So what about people this week? Will they be helpful or hurtful or, uncooperative or cooperative? You got the Ten of Pentacles upright and Ten of Pentacles, or I'm sorry, did I say upright? That's clearly reversed. So you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed, air sign. So, I think maybe some of this emotional upheaval in this week ahead is relating to the people around you, in the workplace. Looks like we're not one big happy family this week, air signs, Maybe you're not... maybe you feel like you're not getting your point or your needs across to your financial advisors or whoever you're working with, maybe your teacher if you're in school, maybe your coworkers, they're just not on the same page. Everybody seems to have their own agenda. So, it's going to be kind of hard working with others this week. And maybe that's where some of this emotional difficulties comes in. Wow. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for air signs? Well, you've got the Ten of Cups now reversed. You have two tens here, and sadly, both of them are reversed. So I feel, air signs, that this is just not a happy week in the business financial realm for you. There's some disappointments. There's just delays maybe, and just a feeling of a lack of fulfillment and also a lack of support from others. So let's talk about this again. Let's take a look at this again. See, we've got that focus of the Queen of Cups reversed, and I kind of feel this is setting the tone here for what this week is talking about. You feel like you're not managing your emotions well. Things are getting under your skin a little bit. It's not that you're getting aggressive or angry like maybe the Queen of Wands would be, but there's disappointments, there's anxiety, there's a certain level of stress, and I think it's making you feel down. And so focus on process if you can, just try to get your work done. Just try to inch your way up to victory with or without the people around. And so where people are concerned, they're not going to be very supportive this week, according to that Ten of Pentacles reversed. There just seems to be trouble in the workplace, lack of cooperation, possibly financial advisors just are not listening to you. You feel like maybe you're not being heard, or, that your concerns are being respected or appreciated. And that goes for you students as well. It seems as though there's difficulties in dealing with others this week. And ultimately, because of that, I feel we end up in the situation by end of the week where you're not very happy. Things have not turned out. You're disappointed with the progress or lack of this week. And also the fact that people are not getting along. You're not on the same page with stuff. Well, hang in there, air signs. We'll see what happens next week. This is only 1 week you got to get through. All right. Good luck with your week ahead, air signs. Hey, fellow fire signs. Let's turn on that heat. Let's see what's happening. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, this is for us. It's almost my birthday season, and you know what? I just got my license tab renewal, so I'm just going to say it's my birthday season now if I got that in the mail. Why not? All right. Gosh, hopefully I shuffled this enough. Whoa. Okay. I'm going to take it right there. Well, I did. Your focus for the week ahead, fire signs, is the Two of Wands reversed. So it seems like we're starting with a focus right away with setbacks, of some sort. There's delays. There's, you're starting this week kind of behind the curve, It just seems like things haven't been working out. And so maybe you're going to be focusing on changing that, hopefully, in the week ahead. Let's see where the cards are going to take us. So how best can you prepare for that focus? At the Ace of Cups upright. So I think that, you just have to think in terms of doing something about the situation that will make you more emotionally fulfilled. I feel that you need to start something new and your heart has to be into it, So if there's a setback here, either you're going to have to figure out a way to I've lost my thought. You're going to have to figure out a way to either change it or totally scrap it and put your heart into a new approach, a new approach to the problem, which is what might be necessary here. So what about other people this week? Will they be helpful at all to you guys, to us at all? Well, we got the Ace of Swords. It's another ace. And it is upright. And so people want to see you win. Your financial advisors, if you're applying for loans, your teachers or your mentors, counselors at school, everybody wants to support you. This is very clear with that Ace of Swords. They want to see you succeed. They want to succeed along with you if they're your coworkers or, your subordinates if you're their manager. It looks like everybody's working together to your benefit. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement for you fire signs or no movement at all? Well, yeah, we got the Ten of Wands upright. Well, I'm not saying that there isn't going to be any forward movement, but I think you're going to have to work hard to make it happen, and it may approach the point of being kind of oppressive. You're feeling like, oh man, I need a break. So let's see if we can try to make sense of this again as I kind of lost my thought at the beginning there. Okay, so the Two of Wands reversed is basically telling fire signs that you're starting right from a position of setback. Like maybe there were some setbacks from the previous week or two and you're still working through that, or there's some delays that are causing disappointments and just backing everything up. So how best can you approach that? I think it's by putting your heart into it, first off. If this is really important to you, you need to put your heart into it to change this around. And that could be trying to figure out new solutions to this particular situation, or it might mean abandoning it completely and taking on something new, something that really you are inspired by. People this week are all in. Whatever you decide to do, they really do want to help out and they want to see success. So, keep your chin up and know that people have your back this week, fire signs. But ultimately, by week's end, I think we're still struggling. I think we're still working on, results that just haven't happened yet. And it feels almost as if it's getting to be a bit burdensome, But don't be afraid, fire signs, to share that burden. People are willing to help. Don't feel you have to shoulder all of this on your own. And hopefully you'll make it through this week, and maybe next week will be better. That's what I have for the fire signs for the week ahead. Okay, water signs. What's washing ashore for you this week? Hopefully a treasure chest. Now, wouldn't that be nice? One more for you water signs. All right. Okay. Wow, everybody's starting off with some challenges this week. So, the water signs have the King of Cups reversed. And did I mention the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Probably didn't. But anyway, you know who you are. So the King of Cups reversed indicates that, it feels as though, you're not able to connect with people this week, the people that you need to be on the same page with you. It seems as though you feel disappointed, I think, in others. I don't know why I'm picking this up as soon as I saw the King of Cups. It's not exactly the way I would normally interpret it, but we'll see how it fits with, when we get to the other card ahead. I just feel that there's some disappointment in others this week, like something's let you down. It could also be maybe just in the work itself, or what you're trying to accomplish materially this week. You're just disappointed, you're sad with your progress, and you feel as though you've lost, you're almost letting your emotions get the best of you. And in those kind of cases, we shouldn't be making important financial decisions, because sometimes when you let the emotions take over, logic goes out the door, and you could make some bad choices. Well, here we go. So how best can you guys prepare for this focus this week? Be like a fire sign. Be like the Queen of Wands, She's got it together. She's very magnetic, dynamic. She's projecting herself. She's, getting noticed by people. And, they're taking her seriously. So I think you have to go out there like you have, or, even though you've got this King of Cups here and you're like all wound up inside emotionally, you have to act exteriorly to people that you are in control, and you have, and these are your ideas, these are your goals, and this is where you want to go. I was right. So, well, what about people this week? Will they be cooperative or uncooperative with you? Well, look at that. We have the Three of Swords upright. So, water signs, I get the feeling that people around you are really not, going to disappoint you in some way. I really feel that. I feel like something's happening either with somebody you trusted, maybe some trusted advisors, something you're doing with others, whether it's in the workplace, whether it's collaborations at school. There is sadness and sorrow and loss, like you feel like you've lost something, by trusting them or working with them. So be aware of that. Be very careful this week in your dealings with others, water signs, because I really do feel a connection here. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Wow, it's interesting. We've got 3 court cards in this reading. We have the Queen of Swords upright. And so I feel the Queen of Swords upright is saying, you know, if logic rules the day, you will come out ahead. You'll be okay. Rules the day, you'll be okay. That rhymed. So if logic rules the day, you'll be okay. And I feel that you have to really think through things this week. And I'm going to leave it at that, and let's go over this because we'll end on that note with that Queen. So again, I feel like emotionally you're disappointed. You're broken up about something not working out, and it seems to be in relations to how others in the material business world are working with you this week. It just seems like you're not getting through to them, or something's wrong, and you're letting your emotions get the best of you. Try not to do that. We'll get to that. So be like, and we're getting to that right now, because how best you can prepare for that focus is to be like the Queen of Wands, be like a fire sign, be dynamic, be, aggressive, but not physically aggressive or verbally aggressive. Just make your points. Make sure you're getting your points across. Make sure people understand where you're at. And show them that you are in control. You know what you're doing, because ultimately people around you are disappointing you this week. And I think the only way you can get control of this situation is by using that logical brain and thinking your way through this. And also, the Queen of Swords, again, is about communication. And I feel that ties in here with the Queen of Wands a little bit. Remember, I said to be magnetic and dynamic and not aggressive in your approach. So it's how you communicate your thoughts, your ideas to others that may be the key in turning the situation around, so that they don't disappoint you, that they really understand you and what your expectations are. Wow, it's kind of a difficult week for everybody so far. So good luck with that, water signs. Excuse me. Hey, earth signs, I hope you haven't run out of the room scared now and you don't want to hear yours because everybody else's hasn't been all that great. Hang in there. Let's see what's going on for you. Let's hope you don't have to move any mountains to get somewhere this week. And of course, our earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Woohoo! Your focus for the week ahead is the High Priestess. So, using that intuition, that inner knowing could get you far this week. That's your focus. Is maybe there's going to be certain situations that are coming up. You're presented with contracts to sign. Somebody's giving you some financial advice, business advice, and you have to use that gut to really kind of, not just your logic brain, but also what your inner self is telling you is right, what your higher conscious is telling you what to do. So I feel like that's going to be important this week for you earth signs. Now, best can you prepare for that focus? We have the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands is reversed. Well, I think you can best prepare for that focus by taking little things in stride. If there is some bad news this week, or you're not getting, somebody is telling you something that's slightly different from, your expectations, maybe certain investments that you wanted to do aren't right for you, or, a certain real estate property deal is not going to work out the way you thought it would, take it in stride. Try to take it in stride this week. What about people this week? Will they be helpful or not? And, well, I kind of feel people this week potentially could leave you hanging a little bit. It's kind of like, it's kind of like you start something with people, and they don't finish it. Like maybe you're expecting some paperwork to sign by the end of the week or something like that, and it's not coming through. Maybe you expect people to do a certain amount of work for you by the end of the week, and it's not happening. So I feel like there's work yet to be done, and it's not that they won't be helpful necessarily, but maybe they've just got sidetracked by other problems that they are dealing with at this time. You saw the readings for the other signs of the Zodiac, so just saying, there might be some issues. But ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the earth signs? And look at that. You have the Ace of Cups upright. So I do think by week's end, things will straighten themselves out. You will feel very fulfilled in one way or another. As a matter of fact, it may lead you to something new that will bring you more enjoyment. So let's take a look at this now that we have them all out here in more context. It looks as though the High Priestess or signs is saying that, trust your gut this week. If your gut is telling you something's wrong, then something's wrong. If your gut is telling you to go for it, then I think you can trust and go for it. Definitely, it's going to be in tune. And handle some of the issues that come up along the way this week in stride. Take it in stride. Initially, there might be some bad news or maybe no news at all. It's possible that there's a delay in getting things done. I almost feel like this Page of Wands is tied into the World card a bit here, reversed, indicating that people might not have paperwork ready for you in a timely manner. They might not get jobs out in a timely manner. Certain financial information that you need may not come right away, and so it may leave you hanging a bit. But don't worry, because by week's end, I'm thinking things will straighten out, because something new or something very fulfilling is going to happen by week's end. So for example, for those of you who are looking at buying property or investing, it looks like things will come through by week's end. Or if you're looking at your profit margin in businesses, things will be looking up. So I think you can hang in there, Earth signs. It's a little topsy-turvy. Like I said, everybody this next week is encountering some issues, but you seem to have gotten the better of the deal. So that's what I have for you guys. And I just want to remind everybody to watch Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges every Friday so you can get the skinny on what's going on in the romance, love, and relationship department. And also, don't forget his other show, Goth Tarot. Thank you, producer.
We need some embellishment.
And catch that, and that comes out every
Wednesday.
I was going to say Wednesday. Thank you. 3 o'clock? 3 p.m. every Wednesday. It's so nice to have the producer here right next to me, feeding me my lines. Well, anyway, everybody, I hope you have a good week ahead despite what the cards say. Do what you can to turn things around. Take it easy, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.